Okay, this is one of the craziest stories I've seen regarding the conversation around men and women and the transformer conversation. You guys know I can't say the word because YouTube will get weird. So this is a lady named Listen to Tish. Her name is Tish Hyman. She is an artist, musician. She's an avid fitness person, and she crashed out in the best way possible regarding being in a women's restroom at a LA Gold's gym and changing and being seen by a man who identifies as a woman. Now, this dude has a criminal record. He tried to confront her on some of this stuff. Riley Gaines has chimed in. This is utterly insane. And this is a woman. She's not a conservative. She's not a MAGA person. She's just a regular. Well, she's actually lesbian, same-sex attracted, whatever you want to call it. She's actually a lesbian, and she shares what happened to her, and we're going to look at the moment right after. And so this is her in the car explaining what happened. Check this out.
I had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America.
By the way, this is, this has some adult content in it, so just heads up.
Had your kids, had your wife.
Explicit, explicit,
explicit.
We're like, women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a how women feel?
That's a good point. How you gonna say you want to be a woman, but you don't care how biologically born women feel?
Today I was naked in the locker room. I turn around and there's a man there. In boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at
the fact that she called it boy clothes.
at me, I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to...
You know when other women are like, right? But, these are the downstream effects of promising people this utopian world that if we just get the religious people to hush up and we just get the Christians out of here, then we will have this world where science and reason are striving and everyone is sensible. And the downstream effects of that is the total opposite. Total opposite is when you got women, multiple women that are like, sir, you shouldn't be in here. And he's cussing them out. He got the finger wave, right?
The people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report.
Yeah, shame on you, Gold's Gym. Shame on you.
About an incident report. What the is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel? That's nothing more manly than not giving a about how women feel.
I think a lot of men feel how women feel, respectfully, Tish.
I'd like to think. And I get it, like, everybody has their own things, and I don't want to say that I know everything about gay rights or trans rights. I'm a lesbian. I've been a lesbian my whole life. I treat people how I want to be treated regardless of whatever their sexual orientation is or whatever they decide. So I'm not transphobic, and I'm not homophobic. I'm not straighty-phobic. I'm not racist. None of these things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated. Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms?
If we're so inclusive and so accommodating, just give those folks their own bathroom. But maybe it's not about having their own spaces. Maybe there's something else to it. So let's look at what she posted. So this is the gentleman that was in here. You discover that he actually has a criminal record. This dude has a criminal record. Walked into the women's bathroom, following me, that's what she says, and that he was sentenced to 3 years in prison before. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, this isn't someone that is actually identifying as a woman, and this is like a gender dysphoria thing, maybe this is a psychopath. Maybe this is someone that's crazy. We've seen other dudes who identified as women end up in prison with biologically born women and then get them pregnant. That's happened before. So maybe this bizarre, weird, all-inclusive spirit of the air that's happening actually has some unintended consequences to it. So this is the moment right after when she confronts him.
Did you tell me or not that women like to see?
Asking you a question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you.
So when she said men, boy clothes, I think that's what she meant. I mean, this dude looks like a dude. Like, there's no question about it. This is not someone that's transitioned. This is not, and I'm not saying that's okay either, by the way. This guy's a guy. Like, he's a guy. Like, cut it out. Guys, stop it.
He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I
No.
want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom.
He goes right back into the women's bathroom.
When I'm naked. There are
Look at that.
girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not causing.
All right. And so this is the moment that Riley Gaines actually posted. She said, if we saw boldness like this back in 2020, this insanity would have never been allowed to fester like it has. God bless you for speaking truth loudly. Shout out to Riley Gaines, man. Riley Gaines is the lady who tied, because people keep saying that she lost. She tied with the biologically born man, Leah, whatever. I don't know his real name, but tied with him. And they give him the trophy instead of her. And so she posted this video, again, profanity on this. This is her.
Go gym, men, grown men with big in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. Everybody saw that man in the locker room. No one's saying shit. And I'm done with it. It's stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. I'm the one who gets kicked out the gym now. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
And props to Tish for the epic crash out. And she's been talking about this. She's kind of explained it. And yeah, it's sad, but maybe Riley Gaines has a point. Maybe guys allowed this stuff to fester. Now, I'm not saying her. I'm not saying Tish, right? But I'm saying folks who allowed this stuff to fester, who wanted all-inclusive ideals and values. And now what are the downstream effects of it? Now you have stuff like this, and you got dudes that are clearly convicted felons, right? It looks like we're sentenced to 3 years in prison. Who knows if he actually served 3 years in prison? Trafficking. Who knows what his motivations are for this? And goes back into the restroom while this girl is clearly uncomfortable. It looks like she got kicked out of the gym. This is the craziness. And so it's like, man, you give an inch and this sort of stuff intensifies. It gets bigger and bigger and it festers. And I think it's important to speak truth, to speak to reality. In my last video where we talked about Alex O'Connor no longer identifying with the new atheism, I played a clip of David Wood saying, hey, the new atheist promise, get all the religious folks out, and then we'll have science and reason and all this sort of stuff. And then there was a comment in the video. I blocked the person who left this because they're just crazy. But a comment in the video was like, yeah, that's where you made the mistake. Science proves that gender is a social construct and sex is a biological reality. Ignoring that there are people that think sex can be changed, that sex is not a biological reality, right? This is the downstream effects of a worldview that is not based on any sort of objective standards, any sort of reality outside of one's subjective feelings. That means morality is out. That means that there are no standards. That means that men can identify as women. Men could be in women's spaces. That means that babies aren't babies unless you want them to be babies. And if you don't want them to be babies, you see them as a clump of cells, you can kill them. This is the downstream effects of a world when you pull Jesus and you pull objective truth out of it. You get to this really goofy, slippery slope of anything goes. And I feel awful for Tish. And all of us have our red pill awakening moment, if you will, right? Everybody has these sorts of moments where you wake up and you go, wait a minute, stuff they've been telling me is objective and true is poison. Maybe I should think about this sort of stuff different. So anyway, let me know what you think about it. Drop a comment in the chat. And I'd love to hear from you guys, all right? Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, then hit the like button. If you liked it a lot and have a thought to share, leave a comment. If you are listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review, and you could even leave a comment over there. And if you want to watch another video that is recommended just for you, hit this video over here. Let me know if they nailed it. Also, you can partner with us monthly, which helps us out a lot in our monthly community, get access to early drops and all that kind of good stuff over here. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.